Yo, what is up, you guys? Today we are reacting to MKVB, other known as Marco, and Alex is the videographer. They worked on this like top mobility exercises for volleyball players. This is like I've seen this video already, and I thought there was a lot of good information here, and I want to just react to it and show you guys what is going on. So it looks like Marco is a former collegiate volleyball athlete. I could be wrong. I think he's only been playing for like 4 or 5 years, but overall, like, he's such a great athlete. He's got a 43-inch vertical, and he's on the rise, and I know he's going to be a very big YouTuber slash volleyball player in the community. And they're actually out in Canada, so a lot of good stuff from them. So yeah, let me turn up my volume here, but yeah, enjoy the show. We'll react to this as we go.
All right, guys, welcome back to another video with us at MKVB. What are we gonna do today? I am getting some workouts in. So, good buddy of mine, like y'all have met Ryan. This is his brother Jordan.
Ryan.
He's gonna be our trainer today.
You know, the cool thing is Marco's so, like, he's so comfortable in front of the camera. He's just so likable that I, like, the first video he posted, I was like, oh my God, the quality is amazing. And I just click subscribe without him even telling me to subscribe, because I just know he's going to be so big. But he's going to be coming out with a lot of good content. I'm positive it's going to be a lot. Obviously, the volleyball world, a lot of training. And this is something that, you know, most YouTube volleyball athletes would love to create. But the fact that he also has Alex on his team, being able to film with a steady camera, and I believe like him and Alex work really well together. It's just such a great duo to have. So I appreciate the content that they're making.
So yeah, you want to just introduce yourself and go?
Yeah, my name's Jordan. I guess I grew up playing volleyball and soccer.
Jordan? I thought his name was
Played a little bit of
Ryan.
baseball too, but played club
I thought his name was Ryan, and he introduced himself as Jordan. I'm confused. I could be wrong.
volleyball for 3 years. Played college volleyball for 5 years.
College,
full
too.
time for 8 months. And yeah, I've been probably doing it on and off for like helping people and friends for like 5 years. But it's just been kind of always wanted to help athletes, you know, get better and grow. And it's one way to give back to like the volleyball community as well. So yeah.
Now this is cool. I'm trying to think if Jordan slash Ryan, whatever the heck his name is now, if he is a strength and conditioning coach, whether he has whether it's NASM. I don't. He's from Canada, so I don't know what the certifications are. Whether he's a strength coach, like he has a CSCS, or it's a NASM personal training certificate. Because when there is a difference between the training. NASM's more like general population. They do have more like athletic. They do have athletic training as well, like strength and conditioning. But NSCA slash CSCS is like the top certification to have. So if you have a trainer that has their CSCS, top dog. But at the end of the day, it comes down to experience, right? Like if you are an athlete and you know like injury prevention exercise, you know how to program. At the end of the day, it's going to be how you communicate that information to your athlete and get them the best results possible. Because at the end of the day, it's about buy-in. If you can't get the buy-in to your training, then they won't even care, right? If you're not likable as a person, they just won't care about like what knowledge, information you have. It wouldn't even matter. But again, they're both very likable people.
Yeah. So yeah, we are here today just because in the previous video I mentioned I don't really have a specific workout plan for myself. So
Yeah.
I reached out to Jordan just because he's in Edmonton and he loves training volleyball people. And so I thought it'd be a cool way to just kind of get my foot in the door and as well as kind of...
Oh, it's wild. So the fact that Marco doesn't have a training program and he just says he does his own thing, it just shows how natural of an athlete he is. He probably played a bunch of sports when he was younger, and strength training does help, but it's not the end all be all of, you know, you have to weightlift to be a better athlete. At the end of the day, training and lifting is going to be more about injury prevention, and it does enhance your strength and, you know, gets you to peak levels. But if you have amazing genetics and you can perform and you understand like timing when it comes to sports, you can become a very successful athlete like Marco has.
I've seen his stuff online. I'll leave a link pretty much like to his social media page and where he trains out of. Yeah, you guys can check it out for yourself, and then let's go through this workout.
Sweet. Okay. Cool.
So what are we doing today?
So I guess we'll start on the turf. We'll start with mobility stuff, get the
Mobility.
body moving, flowing, then do activation, really get the muscles
Activation.
firing, and then low-level plyo stuff.
Plyo.
And then get into explosive, and then maybe
Weighted.
finish with some core. We'll see kind of how it goes. And,
Now here's the
I'm
thing.
excited.
I already like how this is programmed, right? You got mobility, you got activation, you got plyos, strength, and then core at the end. I love that type of programming. Like, that just shows he has a foundation that he goes off of. It's a planned out program. It's not just like, oh, we're just gonna go straight into lifting and doing plyos at the same time. No, it's very organized. It's very standard. That's usually how programming is. The only thing I would switch is having core right after activation. And my reasoning being would be like if you have I would consider activation as core as well, right? Core would be like your glutes, activating your glutes, waking up your abs, your obliques, all that good stuff, your transverse abdominis. If anything, I would go with mobility, activation, core, plyos, and then your weighted exercises. And then maybe like some light stretching at the end. Nothing crazy. Again, research shows stretching doesn't do much. But if it comes down to just wanting to feel good at the end of your workout and getting your nervous system to be in this, I believe it's parasympathetic? No, in the sympathetic nervous system. If you want to activate your if you want to activate your sympathetic nervous system as soon as possible after your workout, meditating, stretching, slowing down your breathing will allow you to just get into that recovery state a lot faster. But yeah, that's my only caveat. I would just move core before plyos. That's just me.
Start with some like scapula cars. So, shoulder blade, super important for being able to swing and stuff. So basically we'll be on the ground. Kind of looks like this. We're just here, just kind of getting the shoulder blades moving up and then, back and forth. And eventually there's more progressions where you can go, alternating.
I like those.
Circles, but that's kind of a good base to kind of start with.
Sweet.
I like this progression because you like the one where he was showing at the end, this transverse one.
Circles, but that's kind of a good
Let
base
me go back. This one right here. That's a really cool one.
Circles, but that's kind of...
So that just shows me how experienced Jordan is / Ryan. Still don't know his name. So he covered sagittal plane, he covered frontal plane, and he covered transverse plane. All super important movement planes that your shoulder needs to go off of. I have never seen the one where you like rotate up and down. So that was actually really cool to see. So this shows me he knows exactly what he's doing to, mobilize his athletes. This is also an injury, like coming from an injury prevention standpoint, this is really, really healthy for a lot of volleyball players' mobility.
Kind of a good base to kind of start with.
Sweet. Yeah, that'll be awesome.
So yeah, I'll try to like kind of give some progressions too for like your viewers, like basics versus like the advanced, if that works.
I want to see the progressions. I want to see all the progressions. Make it as hard as possible, because if I could do all the hard things, it just makes volleyball easier, right? At least I didn't know if I could hold it and it could make the video faster. That's good to know now.
The hips, and then the hands almost a little bit. Yeah, there you go. And then perfect. Pretty simple stuff.
Wow, I was muted this whole time. Wow, that's unfortunate. I don't even know where that's so unfortunate. Basically, if it did get cut off, I was talking about how I haven't seen like the rotational side, like going diagonal with the shoulders for this. So it just shows he knows, like Jordan, Ryan, whatever his name is, just knows what he's doing. So, pretty cool. Anyway, I'm gonna move forward, but I was talking about Marco's lordosis right here, this low back arch right here. There are injury, like athletes can either have the opposite way or obviously this one, which is kyphosis. Kyphosis is more mid-back though, but there are injury prevention exercises for both, and you'll get multiple athletes that have different specific needs. So it's good to just make sure you know all the exercises that are like anti-rotation, extension, flexion, anti-rotation, just to protect your athletes. Anti-lateral flexion, that's what I was saying.
That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely is really nice on the shoulders. Especially like, I don't know, you probably know like behind the scap in between your spine always probably gets super tight. This kind of helps just get some more blood flow there, moving it around. Yeah, and then we'll start with cat camel or cat cow. Have you done that one before?
Cat cow.
Yeah.
Cat cow, cat camel is one of my favorite exercises. Everyone thinks it's weird, but literally one of the best exercises just to open up as an athlete. Like if you think about it, when you're spiking, right? Like you're closing every single time, your chest, your thoracic just gets tighter and tighter. You want to be able to open it up as much as possible. And one of those things is just by opening up your spine to get more range of motion into your shoulder. And I've seen people lose mobility because they haven't taken care of the shoulder. Like we're playing so much volleyball, they're getting so good. And then comes to a big tournament, they haven't kept up with their mobility. And next, they can't even swing a ball. They try to pull back, but then they're only able to pull back to here, and then now you got less of a power swing. And it's like, bro, if you just took care of your mobility, you would continuously be able to, be good. But, to each their own, I guess.
I'll basically do that, maybe 5 reps. Nice.
Cat cow. Oh, this feels so good. This is the best, guys.
And then, yeah,
Guys, why do we have
really-
background
so
music? We're
in
gonna
your
get
thoracic
copyrighted
region,
for
yeah,
this.
go the
Why you
other
gotta
way.
do this to me?
Really try to push down through there, yeah.
Okay, I've seen this,
almost,
so we're
yeah.
gonna go forward.
Really good. Like,
Vertebrae is like literally start like from your head and then slowly try to get each vertebrae kind of as one time.
yeah.
You know what I
as
mean?
opposed to
Jordan,
more just like a-
Jordan just knows his stuff, and the fact that Marco, he's already bought into the training program, and the fact that Jordan Ryan, whatever his name is still able to explain like why we're doing this, it just allows Marco to loosen up and just follow through with the program and know it's the right thing for him, right? So that buy-in is super, super key. Like, you know, if you have clients that you need them to pay you to make some money, like you need to get them to buy in first, like why you're the greatest trainer, not even why, but like what exercises, what you can provide to help them become a better athlete or, you know, general pop person.
flow movement of it. So depending on what you want, this is kind of easy for the warm-up, but if you're like trying to really work,
I'm gonna skip forward because I already know cat cow's good.
Hand on the shoulders. You can do a nice loose hand on the neck, on the head, wherever. I'm gonna dip down.
This is thoracic openers. Again, another fantastic mobility exercises to make sure you can continually open up as you swing at the ball. Like such a good injury prevention exercise. So, and mobility work. So do
And
this,
my
add this,
shoulder.
guys. I literally did this before my workout today.
And then I'm just gonna rotate up. And as I rotate up,
Amazing. Look at that. That is wild. Now, to his defense, if he doesn't play volleyball anymore and he just focuses on being a trainer, of course he's got to have good mobility, right? To show that to his athletes that he's got great mobility. Most athletes, like if you were to look at this, if you see my mouse cursor, my arm, I did it today, my arm just went this far. That was not enough. I was like, I like this guy's mobility. So, but if I'm in season right now, so obviously I'm going to feel tighter. But if I'm in the off season and I'm focused on mobility, that is my end goal right there. That is beautiful. So maybe he doesn't play anymore. Maybe he does. I don't know. Again, I'm sure he's a great volleyball athlete still at the end of the day because that's just amazing range of motion.
trying to work my upper back first, and then eventually you'll get a little bit more rotation in the lower back, and then it kind of just back down. And then
I'm
as
so
moving
jealous.
Up, I'm just trying to follow my.
So
elbow
jealous
with
of his
that.
mobility. Let's see
And then
Marco's
back down.
mobility.
Fix each side here.
Let's see how Marco does.
Again, one of the more
How far can he
probably
go?
Beginner level thoracic.
Oh, look
rotation
at
ones.
that. He can't get that far. I told you guys.
Also one without any equipment, so just whatever makes it.
Like
kinda
I
easiest.
said, see,
Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard what Jordan said, but it's really good. Or a nice cue to kind of follow is keep your
see,
eyes on the
Marco's, that's the furthest Marco can go. That's pretty much how far I went. If you saw Jordan, he was basically parallel, which was insane, right? But Marco's been playing some volleyball, so he's been a little tighter than usual. So he's got to keep doing this exercise, this mobility work, in order to continue to perform well and prevent injury.
I don't have a whole lot of mobility throughout my body, so
Even
Yeah,
Marco
it's
knows
just
it.
the way you're
Let's
doing
see his
is
right
good.
side.
A lot of people you see just like back and forth, and it's like,
Maybe his
Now
right
we
side's
wanna
better.
Hold the stretch, right? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe his right side's better. Maybe. Like, my left side's way better than my right. So let's see how
trying
it
to
is.
feel movement, right? Like a lot of mobility, activation. It's not just about getting warm, but it's also connecting to your body and connecting to the movements that your body's
Oh,
doing.
yeah, that's the same amount of range right there. Damn, you tight, brother. Some more back exercises. But again, he's in season, so I can't beat him up too much. He's a great athlete still.
doing,
Yeah.
as opposed to just I think
Marco
just
would
getting, like,
definitely
general-
benefit by having more
more.
training sessions here, 100%.
Nice.
Sweet. I
Sweet.
love that one.
Yeah, that's a good one. And then there's like you can do it so many other ways, like against the wall or a foam roller on the ground, or just like nice leg out. Same thing. You can reach with the hand and go up.
This is
Like,
also a
lot
good
of
one.
different progressions, kind of just what you're looking for.
Yeah.
90-90s. Have you done?
Nope.
Like, triple nine. No. Okay. So
90-90 is another good exercise.
I do kind of like coming off a knee injury, so some of my movements might look a little funny, but
But maybe
basically
he does play.
just nice.
If he's coming off a knee injury, maybe Jordan does play volleyball. Slide in my DMs. Let me know if you still play, Jordan. I want to know. I actually want to know, for real. But I'm pretty sure he can perform this 90-90.
It's 90 degrees, front knee, back knee. These are called 90-90 swivels, 90-90 switches. The purpose of
All right,
it
we don't need to add swivels. Just call it 90-90. Let's keep life simple. All
is
good.
just get to let those internal, external rotation of the hip. Kind of want to dig the heels in the ground, and I'm going to bring this knee up as far as I can. And then once I can't, then I kind of follow with the other knee, driving those heels into the ground, and then rotating, and then just kind of going back and forth, same way.
I feel like most people do already know what 90-90s are.
So 90s, dig the heel into the
So yeah,
ground.
bring this foot a little bit closer.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's the
go.
most important question right now. How tight is Marco?
Good. and then kind of, yeah, swivel back.
He's
the
got,
other way.
oh, he's tight on the outside. In that case, I would probably do some foam rolling there too.
Like I feel it, like it gets tight here.
Yeah.
And then I can feel it on the outside.
Okay, yeah. But your back leg right now, is that tight on the inside, or is just more of that outside?
See, the cool thing is Marco's back is pretty straight. I usually lean over a lot, or my low back rounds a lot. So he's got really good mobility in general for being in season right now.
Right here.
Just on the
around
outside.
there. Yeah, it's definitely hip mobility would be awesome to improve because I'm so bad with hip mobility.
Okay, I'm gonna skip forward because we understand 90. He's gonna be doing 90-90s for like 6 minutes. Let's move forward. Is this pigeon 90-90 pigeon reach?
Foot up, hold for 5 seconds, and then back.
No, this one's good
there's-
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's tough. I feel like for me.
Okay,
And
so
then I
this
can actually
one,
try to do it the other way where I'm actually.
this one's basically you're raising your front leg. You're really gonna feel this in your hip flexor. These are working your internal rotators. So internal rotation, a lot of people think like you just need external rotation when you're working out. But when you're in sports, internal rotation strength is your best friend because that allows you to produce force and push into the ground. So yeah, again, another great exercise, another great mobility exercise. Try these. Most of the time you're going to cramp up. If it's your first time doing it, you will cramp up if you got weak internal rotators in your hip. So yeah.
Lifting my foot up, hold for 5 seconds.
See, you guys think this might be simple? This is not simple. This
I
is
feel like
hard work, guys.
for me, it might be a little bit hard to do without hands. Am I allowed to just have like?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I mean, ideally you work your way up, and like some people are here, but some people have to be here. Some people kind of, you kind of slowly feel what works for you. But the more you do it, the better you're gonna get at it, kind of thing, right?
Bro, I'm so jealous of Jordan's mobility right now. It's freaking sexy, dude. It's just amazing mobility. If I had that mobility, shoot, I'd be pain-free all the time. But the fact that, when athletes are in season, your body's gonna start compensating. You're gonna have all these aches and pains and tweaks and blah 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 that there's not much you can do besides continue to do mobility work. But if you were, this is why I'm saying, if Jordan Ryan is not looking exactly like Marco, but just like not his physique or anything, but like in terms of mobility, he's gonna look really tight. Right now he has good mobility, so I'm assuming he's not playing.
But you got to start somewhere.
Exactly.
So-
And right now I'm on level 1. So
Yeah.
it's only up from here, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Just for you right now, just because what you said, we'll do some pigeon work. So
Pigeon.
Maybe. Okay.
If I see it, then yeah, maybe.
So
but
it's kind of like.
Oh, Marco's gonna feel this, dude. He was mentioning about the outside of his glute. Oh, he's gonna feel this.
Like this one, where it's like here, and then so what?
Oh,
You're gonna do
yeah.
Is actually, you're gonna like bring the hip out, and then same thing, and push down, and try to bring yourself.
You know what's crazy is most people can't even get their leg out this far. Most people, like me, would have their foot like underneath their butt because of how tight we are. So again, amazing mobility. He is not playing right now. I'm positive all he's doing is training.
Back up.
Oh,
So you're gonna kind of let your hip go down, and then you're gonna push through it, and then kind of come back up. So same thing, like you need to use the hands to start. Use the hands to start.
These
and
are
then, yeah,
amazing
eventually
mobility
kind of-
exercises, by the way, guys.
Even just sit in this spot might be.
I promise you, if you guys add these in your routine, automatically you'll be 1% better. Automatically.
Oh yeah, that's definitely where it is.
Nice.
So yeah, guys, don't be afraid to use 2 hands. 'cause if
Definitely.
you're like
Everybody's
me-
in there. Yeah, different.
Oh, be afraid to use 2 hands?
Yeah.
I would not even be in this position, bro. This is already a solid position. So I wouldn't even use 2 hands.
external rotation.
I would need 3 hands just to hold myself up here.
Rotators are super tight, and this one feels awesome.
Nice.
Okay, that one felt awesome.
Okay, yeah, that'd probably help a bit. One thing I was going to go is back into like, as a volleyball player, we're doing so much rotational movements.
Yeah.
Lunging, digging, like all this stuff's always twisting. It's never just kind of like
Yeah.
straight up and down. So
All
one of my
transverse.
favorite ones with the 90-90 is adding a little bit of rotation. So we're getting that 90-90 again.
Okay, now we got progressions.
I'm actually going to use
for 90-90. I'm going to skip through this because I feel like the viewers are tired of seeing the same 90-90 as we go. We're going to move forward to Scorpion. Such a solid exercise as well. So you guys will see this.
Nope.
I'm just going to go to the
Learn
demo.
moves.
Again, this is a really good exercise for you guys. Add this in your program. You'll see a major difference. You'll see how tight your hips are. So his goal is to bring his right leg basically to his left hand and his left leg to his right hand.
we can. And kind of thinking bringing heel to hand is kind of the movement. So if I'm down here, I'm just going to bring my heel up.
Very, very
nice
solid.
and slow, and then kind of go the other way.
Yeah, same thing. Again, if this is your first time
And then
doing this,
back
you are
down.
going to feel it, guys.
So same thing. Each rep, it's like slowly building to more
Okay.
range of motion.
More
If you
importantly,
can.
how tight is Marco? That's the question the viewers are asking. How tight is Marco? Oh my lord. He's got to at least get his foot right here. He needs another foot, well, 12 inches to get that up there. Holy cow, he is tight. You know what's crazy?
Now in this one,
If Marco, once Marco unlocks all these mobility moves and has more range of motion, the crazy thing is his vertical right now is 43. His vert will be much, much higher. I don't know why I was looking over there thinking the camera's over there. It's right here. He has way more potential to jump higher. I think he's got like a 47-inch vertical if he were to loosen all these up and still stay in shape in terms of playing volleyball, which is insane.
try to bring that heel a little more forward as you kind of come up. Yeah, there you
See
go.
this other side. Oh, yeah, that is tight. Oh, Marco. The cool thing is he's got more room for improvement, which is wild. If I fast forward, does he get more range? Did 2 reps each side and just, he was like, all right, let's cut to the chase.
Do you feel that one more? Upper back or lower back?
A little bit like
Yep.
in between.
Lower
Yeah.
back, a little bit of
More
glutes.
lower, and then, yeah, a little bit on the middle back and just a little bit on the upper.
So that just shows he's got to strengthen his low back, probably strengthen his glutes, mobilize his hip flexors. Like, once the hips get mobilized, he's just going to open up so much more potential. This is wild. He's got a lot of room for improvement, which is insane. I'm going to love watching this guy's journey.
So that was awesome.
Okay, sweet. Last one, we'll just do some, we'll do actually 2 more, sorry. Ankles. Just
Ankles, yes,
go over
ankles.
those toes without my heel coming up.
Yes, if you guys don't know, ankle dorsiflexion, super, super important, especially when we're jumping so much. Our calves get tight. We want to mobilize the ankles. Make sure these are good for any movement that we need to change direction or just jump in general or just push off in general.
And then back out. So I want 2.
Perfect.
both,
I'm
but
going to move
closer to
forward just because I want to see how tight Marco is.
2 even, just to give yourself more of that. Yeah.
And just by watching, he's so already tight. Look at that.
Nice.
Look how tight he is. Oh, my. Give me a side view, Alex. Come on, Alex. Alex is the cameraman. Get me a side view, dude. Oh,
as you
my
can.
gosh. That is... Alex, this is how I know Alex, the cameraman, doesn't understand, biomechanics. It's all good, Alex. I have nothing against you. But here's what I'm talking about. If we get a side view, right, we can see how far his knee is passing his toe with the heel keeping down to see how much range of motion he has at his ankle. To me, this is probably like 10, 12 degrees of ankle mobility. I don't know, but like the knee's clearly probably not passing the toe without the heel coming down. So he is definitely tight. But again, same thing. If he loosens this up, mobilizes his ankles, pre-game, after game, every day, make sure his mobility is good, still keeps his explosiveness, good mobility, he's going to have like a 50-inch vertical now.
Now, high as you can. Good. Yeah, nice.
And now I'm going to shift my weight, pushing my
So yeah,
weight
now
out.
you just want,
Okay, Marco.
Yeah.
He's obviously never done ankle mobility before. This is going to open another world for him.
nice, back, lifting that toes.
I'm just going to add, I do like the heel raise variation because it allows to activate the soleus a little bit more. Most of us don't train our soleus as volleyball athletes, as general pop people, but your soleus is literally made up 1% of your body weight, of your body's muscle. Like, you strengthen that baby, oh my gosh, the gains are wild. Strengthen your soleus, guys.
Sweet. Okay. Last one, just get the...
Bro, they spent like
shoulders
30
fine, a
minutes
bit
on
more.
mobility.
Like I said,
No matter what, okay, if Marco, I know I'm talking a lot. Marco, if you paid a lot of money for this session, you guys spent almost 30 minutes on mobility. That is wild. But I understand it's your first time. It's for the viewers. All good, right? Crazy thing is, first few sessions, not even few, maybe a couple sessions, you do all the mobility work on your own. And then when you go with your trainer, you just do the workout. So you don't have to focus on mobility together anymore, right? But mobility should be on your guys' own. Not just Marco, because Marco's learning. I'm talking about all you new athletes to volleyball, all you pro volleyball players. Maintain your mobility, maintain your strength, maintain mostly your hip mobility and ankle mobility and low back strength, all that good stuff. Anyway, I'm ranting. Let's get to the show.
trying to do the mobility without any equipment, just so like if people,
Want to do it at home?
don't have the
Yeah,
equipment.
that's awesome.
So these are called swimmers. There's a couple different ways that some people do it. You can kind of do it like even just standing, like you see people kind of rotating through their arms. We're just gonna do it lying. Same concept as just, I guess, the cues for tension here is we wanna be lifting as high as we can the whole time. And then also like same thing of that like pressing out.
What?
drag
Just
it.
show me.
Facing towards me, one arm at a time. As I
Oh,
come up,
brutal.
rotate my thumb around.
Oh, my Lord,
My
brutal.
thumb comes up, and then back home.
Yeah, this is brutal. He is definitely going to feel this in his shoulders. It is going to be on fire. I did this for like 3 years. Holy cow. There's a progression to this. If you want more range of motion, instead of just doing the half circle, You lay down on a bench and you do the same thing, but literally just that full range of going around, because the bench allows you to have more space at the bottom so that your hand can be loose. But again, Marcos is going to feel this. Just already seeing how tight he is, he's going to feel this way more. So let's just skip past that.
You're doing it right now. Perfect, right?
I'm watching
Straight
him do
arms,
it.
slow, controlled.
Wild.
You can see in your hands that you're creating that tension. Nice.
Oh, yeah. Insane. Bro, he is feeling that. I'm positive. Right there, a little bit back there. All right.
Before, after, like, it's kind of hard to, I shouldn't say overdo it, but like more people, like the more you do it, the more it's gonna help out.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
So like if someone like does it in the morning, like what's a good amount they should be doing?
Something like that to start, like one set, 5 to 10 reps kind of thing.
Sweet.
And then you do it like say a week in a row, maybe built to 2 sets.
The real answer is do it until you feel good, right? If you feel like you're loosey-goosey, it feels good, and like you're not shaking as much doing that movement, you keep doing it. Or you just stop for a while, right? And then once your body gets tight again, you use that to maintain your mobility. It is what it is. Anyway, that was a lot. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully I wasn't too harsh. I'm just, I think Marcos is going to be a great athlete. We're going to react to more of his videos because, again, I don't get to see Edmonton volleyball that often. And again, Marcos just very likable. So if I'm ever, if I ever get the chance to play volleyball with him or against him, that would be great. I also got family in Vancouver, so maybe we can, Edmonton's like midway in Canada. Vancouver is more on the west side. Maybe we can meet halfway. I don't know. We'll see. Or if there's like a big-ass volleyball tournament out there, hey, I'll bring my team over. Let's play. I know you guys got some heavy volleyball players out there now. Anyway,